Folks, good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Hope everybody is well. Right then, we've got a dual stream on today. We've got Huddersfield Giants taking on Warrington Wolves, and then we've got Wigan Warriors and Wakefield Trinity. So, yes, dual stream today. If you're in the live stream, there's a poll in the chat. If you want to let me know who you think is going to win the two combinations, Huddersfield and Wigan, Huddersfield and Wakefield, Warrington and Wigan, or Warrington and Wakefield. Let me know who you think is going to win. If you could leave a like on the live stream, that would be great. Gets it out there to more people. That would be splendid. And yes, I actually have the Everton game up. So my setup is TV, which I'll have, which is Super League Plus, sorry, Sky Sports Plus, which is Huddersfield Warrington. I have my phone, so TV, phone, which has Wigan vs Wakefield, live stream chat, Everton game. That's my setup right now. Brighton have missed a few sitters, so we've been fortunate, but we've looked okay. It's not perfect, but I'll take the lead. I'll take the lead. So yeah, we seem to be defending okay. We're creating some opportunities. We're getting up there, working the ball around. I'll take it. But yeah, I'll have the Everton game on in the background as well. But I can't get, for some reason, I can't get Sky Sports Plus on my PC. If you have a Sky Go account, that counts, but I can't log in through Virgin on Sky Go. So it's a little bit frustrating. Look even better. It will do. It'll look amazing. Can't wait to go. Can't wait to go. Let's do a run-through of the teams, shall we? Which game will be more entertaining at first glance? Probably entertaining, probably Wigan Wakefield, in my opinion. So yeah, Alex, Joshua, Seb, Finn, Dingle, Wolfie was here earlier as well. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you, folks. Good to see you. Right, let's do a run-through of the team list, as we've got about 12 minutes to go until kickoff. In the backs for Huddersfield, they have Flanagan, McGowan, Gagai, which is spelled incorrectly. Well done, me. I'm not going through it again until I've fixed it. Splendid. In the backs for Huddersfield, we go again. They have Flanagan, McGowan, Gagai, Bibby, Halsall, Rush and Russell. The forwards include Rogers, Wolford, Powell, Rushton, Greenwood and Cudjoe. The bench is Golding, English, Burgess and Wilson. King is the 18th man. In the backs for Warrington, they have Dufty, Josh Thulis, Wrench, King, Jake Thulis, I need to put the names in there, Williams and Sneed. The forwards include Yates, Walker, Matteson, Stone, Fitzgibbon and Curry. On the bench they have Powell, Thomas, Harrison and Holroyd. 18th man is Leon Hayes. Over in the other game, Wigan taking on Wakefield Trinity. In the backs for Wigan they have Field, Eckersley, Kieran, Wardle, Marshall, French and Smith. The forwards include Havard, O'Neill, Byrne, Walters, Farrell and Ellis. On the bench they've got Insemba, Mago, Leeming and Hill. And then Dupree is the 18th man. Wakefield, in the backs they have Jowett, Walmsley, Scott, Pratt, Johnstone, Truman and Leno. The forwards include McMeekan, Hood, Staunton, Griffin, Vangenaar and Pitt. On the benches are Tony, Kozat, Smith and Fartilli. And then Rourke is the 18th man. Wakefield look pretty strong there. Pretty strong. Wigan have their basically strongest group of backs available, I'd say. I mean, Eckersley and Miskey are about interchangeable, like close enough to the most interchangeable in the backs for Wigan. So that is pretty good strength there. So there's still no Thompson for Wigan. There's no... Who else is missing there? There's another name that I've not spotted. There's... I'm sure they're missing someone else. Well, obviously Dupree's 18th man, so he's not going to be playing. We'll see. I feel like they've rushed French back here because Pete was saying he was a few weeks away last week. I don't know. He was meant to be available for, I think, the game against Warrington. Like, initially thought he could be available, and then possibly against Hull Chaos. So I don't know. He's probably good to go at this point. Plus, they, yeah, maybe rush slightly, but I don't think it's a crazy amount. Oh, it's half time. Did it definitely finish 1-0? Just want to double check that it. Okay, 1-0 half time. Lovely stuff. In the man in Jai in my FPL team, so I will take that. I did make some changes for week 2, so I have to sort that out. And Palace with a 1-0 lead over Forest. Okay. Right then, if you guys could leave a like, it'd be great. If you're in here, make sure you vote on the poll as well. Let's take a look at what it's at right now. We've got 9 minutes to go. 8 votes so far. 25% say Huddersfield and Wigan will win. 50% say Warrington and Wigan will win. And 25% say that Warrington and Wakefield will win. Okay, I did back Wakefield to win 19-18. I just had a sneaky feeling they'd get it done. Because they, Wigan's still not been perfect, but Wakefield need to respond to what Hull FC did last week. So, yeah. They need to show them that they're still there. Put pressure on Hull. Okay, Finn. Interesting. Is someone taking over your account? Oh, it could be. That's a good point, Seb. It could be. Okay, we got 8 minutes to go. He's gross. Well. What do you expect? Gonna be watching the Wigan game on a tiny screen here. Should be fun. So, I am prioritising the Warrington game, obviously, but I can still see what's going on, which is good. Which is very good. I didn't catch much of the Catalans Castleford game yesterday. I'm going to try and see what I can of it. Saw bits here and there. From what I could tell, Catalans created a bunch of opportunities, just didn't execute on some occasions, but pretty much dominated. I will need to see some of it to get a feel for it, to actually be able to talk about it. Aye, that's the one. But yeah, it seemed that Catalans created a bunch of opportunities, did miss some opportunities, but controlled most of the game. Castleford didn't really have much of a chance in that one, to be honest. So I'm going to try and do the power rankings tonight. I've been meaning to take notes over the course of the weekend, but I haven't done, so I might try and do the power rankings tonight because I want to get it out of the way because I've got stuff to do in the week, so I kind of want to get that done and out of the way. We'll see though. Who makes definitely try, please? There's no definite, unfortunately, Jaswin there. That's I can't say with an absolute guarantee, unfortunately, because that's just how things work. I will put the 2 names in here for the Thulis brothers. Six minutes out. I'll do one more run through the team list before we get a little bit closer to kickoff. Hi, Kieran. Good to see you, mate. Welcome back. Welcome back. Higher chance, I think. Jake Thulis actually has a high chance. And in the other game, I would say I'd probably just say Marshall. But Eckersy has a good chance down that right edge with Kieran and French over on the right. I'd say best chance in the Huddersfield-Warrington game is Jake Thulis, in my opinion. Best chance is Liam Marshall for Wigan. Did you see the NRL this morning? I actually didn't. I've actually not seen the scores. Wait. Oh, no, I did. I did see the scores. I didn't see the games. Brisbane 46-12. That's close to what I said. I think I said 40-10. Something like that. So I wasn't far off. And I was wrong with Tigers winning. So I'll need to go see the highlights and extended highlights if they post them. And if I can watch the games back, then I will do. What's going on with Fartilli? Is he normally on the bench? No, he's not. I'm sure he was out of the squad 2 weeks ago. Or he was 18th man. Possibly. So I'm not actually sure what's going on with him. Maybe just had a bit of an injury and slowly working him back in. I don't know. Well, pineapple, that's the thing. And before you know it. This is a dual stream, by the way. This is a dual stream. So could be more Wire fans than Huddersfield fans. Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, it's an awful turnout. Should sign Farman and get him back on? Maybe. Okay, so both have got coverage now starting, which is good. Last time out, Wakefield did beat Wigan 16-10. That was in round 15. Recap of the games so far. Thursday, Leeds beat Hull KR 28-6. Friday, Saints beat Hull FC 16-10. Lee beat Salford 38-6. And yesterday, Catalans beat Castleford 38-4. The ACCU looks dead in homestand. Yeah, it looks terrible, unfortunately. In the most realistic situation of why getting top 6 is Wire winning 5 matches, Hull FC win 2, Wakey lose 3. The thing is, given the tough run of Hull FC, it is possible just because of how tough their run is. Wakey need to lose 3. So if we want to overtake Wakefield, obviously we need to win all our games, but we need Wakefield basically to lose today. We need Wakefield to lose to Hull KR. And given that Hull KR lost against Leeds, that is a game that they'll now probably need to turn up for. Like, really will need to turn up for. And we need either Castleford or Huddersfield to upset Wakefield as well, and we need to win the rest of our games. I think they're kind of doable in a way. We've already competed with Lee 3 times this year. We've beaten them. We lost when we had a bunch of injuries, and that was fairly close if I remember correctly, but we were dominated. Beat them in the Challenge Cup semi-final, and then should have won last time out, but we still competed. So we can compete with Lee. I think there was another close game in there that we had competed with before. Last game of the season's Hull KR, but if they've won the League Leaders Shield, they might be resting a bunch of players. So the possibility for Warrington getting top 6 is not as ridiculous as people think. If you look at each individual game, it's not that ridiculous. It's just Warrington needs a lot in their favour, which makes it a lot harder. But each individual thing is actually doable. So, Hull FC on the tough run. If they make it in, even with that tough run, like, they deserve to be there, and they'll be an issue. But either way, playoffs will be amazing. Once we get the intensity back, we'll be on a roll. Yeah, it's a good point, actually. I didn't even think, like, Lee's taken just a minor dip. Just a little bit. Against Salford, they did rest a couple players here and there. Like, only a few. It wasn't a major overhaul, but there was a couple changes. So they weren't their usual selves to start. Who's going to going to score first? I'm going to go with Huddersfield, Warrington. I'm going to go with, just because Huddersfield normally start well, I'm going to go Flanagan. Huddersfield normally start really well, actually. And in the other game, first try scorer, I'll just go Marshall. Up the train. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. Should give Brad Dwyer more minutes, in your opinion? Maybe. He's probably a bit quicker out the ruck than Davis, but Davis can rotate that 13 role with Ipape, so I don't know, it's tricky. It's tricky. Do you think Wakefield can win today, or is it going to be Wigan Slaughter? I think Wakefield can win today. I did back them to win 19-18, so I think they can win. It's going to be very difficult to, but they can. If Wakey win, it's basically game over for Wire being near top 6. Yeah, basically. Because then if Wakefield beat Wigan, then we're relying on Wakefield losing to Castleford as well as Huddersfield, who would be the most likely to upset. So, got your guesses a few posts up. I've got Dufty and Field to score first. Warrington 22-10, Wigan 19-8. Okay. So if you guys have any exact score predictions, well, that's the thing. That's what Ipape is there for, really. Davis can still provide that, but at least for the rotation. And McNamara can play 9 as well. So I think you guys have already... I think you guys are sorted for that. It could be worth giving them a go. So players are coming out for Wigan and Wakefield. So I'll do a run through the team list real quick now. I'll get that out of the way. So in the backs for Huddersfield, they have Flanagan, McGowan, Gagai, Bibby, Halsall, Rush and Russell. In the forwards, we've got Rogers, Wolford, Powell, Rushton, Greenwood and Cudjoe. The bench is Golding, English, Burgess and Wilson. King is the 18th man. For Warrington, in the backs, we've got Duffy, Josh Thewlis, Wrench, King, Jake Thewlis, Williams and Sneed. The forwards include Yates, Walker, Matteson, Stone, Fitzgibbon and Curry. The bench is Powell, Thomas, Harrison and Holroyd. Hayes is the 18th man. In the other game, Wigan vs Wakefield. In the backs for Wigan, they've got Field, Eckersley, Kieran, Wardle, Marshall, French and Smith. The forwards include Havard, O'Neill, Byrne, Walters, Farrell and Ellis. The benches Nsemba, Mago, Leeming and Hill. Dupree is the 18th man. For Wakefield, in the backs they have Jowett, Walmsley, Scott, Pratt, Johnstone, Truman and Leno. The forwards include McMeekin, Hood, Staunton, Griffin, Vangenaar and Pitts. The benches are Tony, Cozza, Smith and Fartilli. And then Rourke is the 18th man. And we're about to get underway in both games. Alright then, let's end this poll. Most of you think that Warrington and Wigan are going to win today. Which one's going to get us underway first? If I also go crazy about Everton, I'm watching them on my PC as well. I'm an Everton fan for those who don't know, so we will see. Right. Looks like Wigan will just get underway first. It is Wigan to kick to Wakefield. They will start their game collected in front of the try line. Handed off to Staunton. Collected up towards the 10. And over in the other game, Flanagan will kick towards Warrington. Collected on the full. Handed off to Luke Yates. He takes the carry over the 10. Just a little bit short of the 20. Wakefield taking it further up the field now. Just on towards the right edge. Leno at dummy half. Then on his left to Griffin with a carry over the 20. 30 seconds gone in that game. Next carry now through centre field once again up towards the 30 with Pitts. 2 more tackles to go for Wakefield. And over with Warrington up towards the 30 as well. Next carry through centre field from Ryan Matteson. With 2 more tackles coming up in that set. So it'll now be the last tackle for Wakefield. They go down the short side right to Mason Leno. Puts boot to ball. Plenty of height on this one. Collected just in front of the 10 by Marshall towards the back left. Comes back towards the middle. And takes it over the 20. There's a kick on the last from Warrington. Flanagan collects it cleanly on his own 10. Up towards the 20 now himself. Dragged back a couple of metres up towards the 20 metre line. And he'll play this from the 20 as well. Wigan a little bit further up the field now towards the 30. Byrne will carry this a few metres shy of the 40. Next carry through centre field. Ellis will shift it right. There's a switch back from French to Farrell. 2 more tackles for Wigan. Huddersfield are actually just short of the halfway line, so Wigan. Go down the left-hand side, and it's now with, I think that's Greenwood, takes it inside Warrington territory. It's going to be the last tackle for Wigan. They go short side left with Smith, hits the belly of the ball. Plenty of height, could be swirling. Taken cleanly by Wakefield. That's Jowett behind the 10. Hands it off, and Wakefield stopped on their own 10. There we go. It's now going to be the last tackle for Huddersfield in possession. They'll kick down the left edge. Plenty of height, not too much distance though. Wrench underneath it, collects it cleanly on the 20. And Warrington will start a brand new set. 2 minutes gone in that game. Back over to Wakefield on their own 20. Second tackle, making a few more metres. A few metres shy of the 30. Over on the left-hand side of the field. Back towards the middle with Pitts. Hands it off to Staunton. Takes it over the 30. Down the right edge now. Next carry from Griffin up towards the 40 for Wakefield. Switching over to Warrington. 2.5 minutes gone up towards halfway. 2 tackles to go as well. Walker left to centre field. Scoots from dummy half. Good meters. He's still going up towards Huddersfield's 30. Now the 20. Good meters there from Danny Walker. I'll stay with Warrington because they're inside the red zone on the last tackle. So Yates at dummy half. Oh, it's not quite the red zone. Almost. Williams down the right edge. Chips over the top. That's just not a great kick attacking wise. But the referee's blowing the whistle. That's going to be a penalty for Warrington. Tap and go, boys. Tap and go. Switching back over. Wigan have possession up towards their own 40. Just over 3 minutes gone. Yes, it is Wigan on my phone. Next carry. Centre field with Ellis. Shifting it left. Out the back to Field. He's wrapped up on the halfway line. Push back a couple metres. Still going. Good defensive work there from Wakefield, my bad. Wigan up towards halfway. Fourth tackle. Switching over to Warrington, though, who is inside the red zone. Centre field with Walker. Wayward stuff. And a mistake there collected by Huddersfield. So we'll switch back over. A kick down the left edge from Wigan. It is then going to be collected by Jowett. Carries up towards the 20. He's dragged back a couple metres. And it's Lino at dummy half. Hands this off to Walmsley. He's slammed into the ground on the 20. Next carry through centre field for Trinity. Getting dragged back towards the 20 again. So he made about 4 or 5 metres and then was pushed back about 4 or 5 metres. And then it's Hood in centre field on his left for a carry for Pratt down the left edge. Huddersfield moving the ball down the left edge themselves. Wakefield actually drawing a penalty, I think. Huddersfield with 2 more tackles to go. 4 minutes 20 on the clock. Halsall with a carry just short of halfway. Now the last tackle coming up for Huddersfield. Wolford at dummy half out the back to Kieran Rush. Puts boot to ball. Plenty of height on this one. Collected on the full by Dufty. 15 out from the try line. Recovers this up towards the 30. And Warrington will start a fresh set on their own 30. Not too bad for field position. But a penalty for Wakefield means they'll start a fresh set 40 metres out. Over near the left touchline. 5 minutes gone in that game. Back towards the middle. Then again with McMeekin taking the next carry just short of the 30. Left of centre field with Wakefield playing the ball now. Towards the middle with Lino. Pops it across to Staunton. Up towards the 20. Great field position here for Wakefield. Only about 16, 17 metres out. And a incorrect play the ball from Wakefield. In great territory. There is a mistake there. Switching over to Warrington. On the last tackle, they are 30 metres out from the try line. They go right to Sneed. Puts plenty of height on this kick. Halsall under a bit of pressure. Thulis goes up. Stone is there to tackle him. And Huddersfield will play this ball about 5 or 6 metres out from their own try line. So Huddersfield could be under a bit of pressure here. Wigan have possession on their own 20 with a scrum. So at the back of the scrum, it is with Eckersley down the right edge. Next carry over the 30 with Farrell. I'm going to be doing more switching than normal just to make sure I'm up to date with everything because I have missed stuff in previous ones. So I'm going to try and make sure I'm up to date. Wakefield pushing, didn't see who the carry was from there, but pushing somebody back a couple of metres. Wigan just still behind their own 40 on the third tackle. They shift it right. French under pressure. He is wrapped up. Almost could have got an offload there, but he is wrapped up. 6.5 minutes gone and a penalty for Wigan. Would you believe it? Switching back over to Warrington in possession real quick. Jake Thulis with a carry over halfway. 6.5 minutes gone and still 4 more tackles to go. Still 4 more tackles to go. So Warrington might have the best attacking set of both games so far. If they get in the right field position, we will see. Keep an eye on both here. Walker on his left to Williams. Shifts down the left-hand side across to Sneed. Out the back to Dufty. Hands it off to King. He's stopped on the 20. Wigan are actually 20 metres out as well. So trying to keep an eye on both. In centre field with Ellis. Out the back. Pops it across to Wardle. Over the 10. Now about 5 metres out. So Wigan very close over the left-hand side of the field. Danny Walker in centre field goes right to Williams. Chips the ball towards the back right. Halsall versus Josh Thulis. Halsall collects, stopped a few metres or a metre in front of the try line. Switching back over to Wigan. That's Kieran, is shifting. Fourth tackle, plays this 3 metres out from the try line. French launches it left. Pops up nicely for Smith. Kicks the ball through. Wardle's chasing. Plenty of Wakefield defenders there. And it is taken over the dead ball line by Lachlan Walmsley. So, we've got a bit of a stoppage in that one. Switching back over to Warrington versus Huddersfield. As we have Huddersfield in possession on their own 20. It's going to be Powell with the next carry. Wolford in centre field, out the back. It's already the last tackle for Huddersfield. The kick just in front of their own 20. So Warrington doing a great job in the field position battle right now. Dufty will play this ball on halfway. He'll play it on halfway. Damn. Wakefield go for a short dropout. They do collect it just before the 10. So it's going to be a penalty for Wigan. Almost recovered by Wakefield. Almost. Switching back to Warrington. King has possession on Huddersfield 40. Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. I'm 30 seconds behind in the Everton game. Grealish down the left edge. Garner. Oh, what a goal! James Garner, baby! Come on! What a goal. What an absolute scorcher that is, son. Up the toffees, lad. Get in. Right then, back to the rugby. Switching over to Wigan. They are so close to the try line. Eckersley almost in. Almost in. 10 metres out. French back towards the middle. There's a switch back to Byrne. He's going to be stopped about 12 metres out. And not sure what's going on in the Huddersfield-Warrington game. Loose ball, possibly. So Wigan, 5 metres out, right at the sticks. Back towards the middle with... Is that Field? He kicks crossfield? Can't quite tell on my phone. But I think it's knocked on by Wardle. Going to be grounded by Marshall, but this might be checked or already given. Not too sure. God, what a strike from Jimmy Garner, lad. What a guy. So, yeah, that's actually going to be 10 minutes gone in the Wigan-Wakefield game. Knock on from Wardle, I believe. And switching back over to Huddersfield-Warrington. Warrington have a scrum about 40 metres out. Right to Wrench, down the right edge. Up towards the 30. The whistle is blown for offside, maybe. Keep going, just tap and go. Do not take the 2. Tap and go. They will tap and go. It's with Sneed in centre field. Switches back to Yates. Just short of the 20. He's brought down by 3 defenders. Keeping an eye on both here. So Wakefield, 25 out from their own try line. And Matteson will carry this over Huddersfield's 20 for Warrington. Walker in centre field. Second tackle. Left to Curry. Out the back to Sneed. Under pressure. Gets the ball away to Duffy. He's a little bit wayward. Finally collects it. Now back on the 30. Looks at the line. Carries it back over the 20 and a few extra metres. Have we got a mistake there from Wakefield? We do. I think there might be a lost ball from Wakefield. Well, Warrington 15 out. Fitzgibbon will be stopped on the 10. Walker left to centre field. Engage the line. Switches back to Matteson. Down the short side left. Look for an offload maybe. Doesn't quite get one. He's now going to be stopped 6 or 7 metres out. Walker near the left touchline, back towards the middle, wants to switch back, gets one to Sneed, kicks the ball towards the post. Stone is there, collected, and that's going to be a goal line dropout for Huddersfield Giants. Good work from Warrington. It was a little bit shaky, didn't look very clear, but the off-the-cuff stuff there from Sneed got it done. That worked out nicely in the end. It was Russell that was tackled in goal. Switching back over to Wigan, who are only 20 metres out. Iliman Jai with a break as well. Wigan, inside the 20, left to Smith. Across to Walters, trying to get an offload. Might have knocked that on, actually. He did knock it on anyway. That's a mistake from Wigan. That is a mistake. So, or is it actually a penalty for Wigan? I don't know. It is a Wigan penalty. Not sure what for, because I don't have sound in that game. Not sure what the issue is, actually. Back over to Warrington real quick. Matteson takes it up towards Huddersfield's 20. Just over 12 minutes gone. Warrington with plenty of field position. Offside. Thank you, Ramaman. Thank you. Back towards the middle with Sneed. Fakes the switch back. Pops up to Stone. Oof. Almost beyond the horizontal there from Greenwood. But the referee says play on. 12.5 gone. Wigan also 5 metres out. So both very close. Wigan through the middle with Byrne. Stopped a few metres short. Warrington also 10 out. So keep an eye on both here. Wigan down the short side right over the top. Intercepted. And a kick over the top from Warrington collected on the full by Flanagan. He thinks it's in goal. Oh, it's going to be a 20-metre tap, 7 tackle set for Huddersfield. Why did he have to wait? Why did he have to wait? McGowan takes a carry down the right edge. I don't understand why he had to wait for that one. I don't get it. Really don't get it. Okay, who am I with at the moment? I'm with Huddersfield. I will switch. I'll stay on this one for now. They're both roughly the same field position. So Huddersfield near the right touchline. Back towards the middle with Wolford. Then to Rogers. Up towards halfway. So this will be huge for Huddersfield. Because they've struggled with field position so far. Score for the Y game is 0-0. Pops it up to Greenwood down the left edge. Takes it over Warrington's 40. And they'll play this for Wolford. Now in centre field with Cudjoe. Rush will switch back to Rushton. Up towards Warrington's 30. Last tackle for the Giants, 14 minutes gone. Wolford in centre field. Left to Russell. Chips towards the back left. Josh Lewis is there. Goes up. Collects it cleanly. He's going to be dragged back a little bit. Stopped a metre or two in front of the try line. Is there actually another penalty for Wigan? Next carry from Wrench. Making a few metres there. Dragged back a little bit as well. It is a penalty for Wigan again. I'll switch back over to Wigan because they're in the better field position right now. Warrington still in front of their own try line. A lot of work to do. Great defence from Huddersfield so far. But Wigan, they will play this ball about 30 metres out. Just less than 30. Down the left edge with Smith. Out the back to Field. Going to be stopped 15 out. Great chance for Wigan here. So no points scored in both games. Wigan with a good chance. Shifting it right. French down the right edge. Kicks the ball through. Bit of a chase here. Pops up nicely for Kieran. Adam Kieran is in. There we go. First points finally of the day. Took us 15 minutes. But we got there. Adam Kieran is the first one to score. It's a nice kick through there from French. Pops up nicely for Kieran. Collects it. Gets the ball down. There's a bit of a... it was a good effort there from... I think that was Jowett out the back. Trying to get a hold of him. But there we go. Wigan. They take a 4-0 lead. The kick is close enough. I think they should get the conversion as well. So there we go. First point of the day will be the Wigan Warriors. So switching back over. Huddersfield up towards halfway. Fourth tackle coming up. Ooh, bit of a argy-bargy with Danny Walker. Mate, Danny took on Chris Hill. I wouldn't start, Oliver lad. Wouldn't start. 1-1 Palace Forest. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. Huddersfield, 35 metres out. Last tackle. Well, that's 25 actually. Chip towards the back left. Not backwards from Huddersfield, I think. Collected by Halsall down the left edge. But, oh, it's not backwards by themselves, so the referee says turnover. Right, okay. Oh, yes, it was not back there from Gagai. Fair enough. Well spotted. Well spotted. The ref in the wire game? Great question. Not sure. Bear with me. Liam Moore, I think. I think it's Liam Moore. Hello, Jake. Good to see you. That's a new name in here. Welcome. If this is your first time, welcome. If it's not your first time in here, welcome back. Are they brothers, though? Are they brothers? Now down the left edge with Sneed across to King. That did look forwards. Tries to get an offload. Loses possession. Collected by McGowan down the right edge. Possible high shot from Sneed, but they will say nah. My assumption was that they weren't brothers because there's a difference in skin tone, but obviously, you know, it may work out that way if they've got maybe a same mother, different dad. I don't know. They are brothers? Okay. All right. Wigan got kicked 6-0. Well, there you go. That's what I expected. So who am I with? I'm with Huddersfield at the moment. So Wigan have possession just over their own 10 right now, but sticking with Huddersfield, who are about 30 metres out. Oh, we got player down right now. Fitzgibbon. Oh, a lot of blood for Fitzgibbon. Oh, he's not in a good way. He's not in a good way. Oof. Oh, that's ugly. That is ugly. Okay, stoppage there. I'll switch back over to Wigan. Fourth tackle. There's a kick on the fourth behind the 40 from Smith towards the sticks. Is too much on it? Just too much on it. Goes over the dead ball line. And that'll be a 7-tackle set, 20-metre tap. Possible head clash with Rushton, I think. There's a lot of blood going on. Okay, so with Wakefield at the moment, 18.5 minutes gone in that game, up towards their own 40. I'm with that one, that's alright. Can they answer back from the try, or will Wigan push on from here? We will see. Next carry from Fartilli, takes it on in towards Wigan territory. Down the left edge for Wakefield. It looks slightly forward to me, but a carry down the left edge. I think that's Cozza. Oof, that's a big head clash. Oh my god. Damn. Kick towards the back right for Wakefield. Is it going to go over the dead ball line? Yes, it is. 7 tackle set for Wigan this time, off the back of Wakefield's 7 tackle set. If Wakefield lose and wire win, what does it mean for the 6? Just makes it easier. We're still a few points behind Wakefield. It just makes it easier. Because this is one that Warrington needs Wigan to win. God, that was a horrible collision. Horrible. Okay, with Huddersfield now, because they're in the best territory at the moment, 18 minutes gone. 5 metres out left of the sticks, or in between the sticks, I should say. Cudjoe goes right to Rush. Out the back to Flanagan. Step in, across to McGowan in the corner. I think he's got it down. Maybe a foot in touch, worth a check. But I'm confident with the grounding at least. Might be a try. No try given on field, but the video ref will check. Both players, I think they're okay. I think Fitzgibbon's getting a HIA. But yeah, I think they're, relatively speaking, they're fine. Not sure with Rushton, I didn't see. Is Gagai playing? He is, yes. Wakefield actually have to play the ball right in front of their own try line. They're under a lot of pressure right now. A lot of pressure. Wakefield got Giants next. Yeah, we kind of need... I think this is fine here. I think Huddersfield scored here. I think they have. So, as we're waiting on that one, I would personally give that to Huddersfield, but we'll wait and see. So I'll switch over to the other game. So Wigan, on the second tackle, they are 30 metres out. Next carry through the middle from Patrick Mago. Shrugs off a few, up towards the 10. That's a great carry from Mago. Third tackle. Shifting it right. Launching it over towards Farrell. Doesn't hand the ball off, cuts back towards the middle. Still shifting. He's going to be stopped a metre or two in front of the try line. In between the sticks. That is actually going to be a try for Huddersfield as well. So I'll add that on shortly. Wigan shifting it right. Kieran in the corner. He's going to be stopped. So there we go. Wakefield with a bit of work to do on their own try line, but they're dealing with it at the moment. Smith will kick towards the posts. Nsemba goes up, knocks the ball on over the dead ball line, and I will add the points on for Huddersfield. So they've got to try in the corner. I'll wait on the conversion because it's going to be a tough one. I did say I think Huddersfield would score first. I said it would be Flanagan that would score, but I did say they'd score first. Right. Is it a 7 tackle set for Wakey? Just want to make sure. No, it's a goal line dropout, actually. So Flanagan is going to add the extras with 19 minutes gone. And there's a goal line dropout for Wakefield. They go short again. That's collected by French on the 20. Comes back towards the middle now with Smith. Steps. Ooh, falls over. Stopped just over the 20. Next carry from Walters through centre field. Stopped 15 metres short of the try line. O'Neill at dummy half. On his right to Mago. Stopped by McMeekin, Fartilli and Pitts. But still makes it inside the 10. 9 metres out for Wigan. I'll go right to French. Fakes the handoff. Caught in a dead end. Cuts back towards the middle. Kicks the ball through. Chase there from Walters. Hits the padding and he puts the ball down. And that's a try for Wigan. They extend the lead. And the kick is actually good from Flanagan as well. So it's going to be likely 12-0 for Wigan and 6-0 for Huddersfield. Let's get this updated. Right, so we've got a bit of a break in both, as I can update these. That's very kind of them. Right, 12-0 for Wigan. It's 10-0 with a kick to come, but it's right in front of the stick, so one would assume. How's Everton going? Still 2-0 at the moment. So good stuff. Good stuff. That's what French does. That is what he does off the cuff. We're back underway with Huddersfield in possession at the moment. Next carry from Greenwood. And it's going to be a penalty for Huddersfield. Come on, Warrington. You've had the field position. Don't start throwing this game away now. Don't start throwing it away. They do a little bit, actually. They do a little bit. But Wigan have done a good job keeping them pinned back, though. Field position has been good. Warrington were doing well in that game as well. But, yeah, just one... Was it a knock-on or is it... Yeah, ball caught once in the in-goal area, 7-tackle set, and then it kind of went in Huddersfield's favour after that. What happened? It was... How did it happen? Was it just a passing play down the right edge? I think it was just passing play, tight space down the right edge. Cross to McGowan, bit of room to run, bit of work to do. Tackled as he tries to put the ball down, nearly with a foot in touch, but does get it down cleanly enough. I kind of forgot all the specifics to it, if I'm honest. I apologise. Okay, so we've got Huddersfield up on screen right now. I'll stick with this one, because we're almost back underway with Wakefield kicking back to Wigan. Ball comes out for Huddersfield, now with Williams, with a carry down the left edge. So Warrington now have possession in good territory. This is not too bad. Let's answer back, shall we? Sneed now with King. Takes the carry through centre field over their own 40. 3 defenders in the tackle. Wigan currently 15 out from their own try line. Mago takes the carry up towards the 20. In centre field with Harrison. He's going to be stopped just short of the halfway line. Just over 22 minutes gone as well. On the halfway line now with Matteson. Takes it inside Huddersfield territory. Stopped just short of Huddersfield's 40. Was that another penalty for Wigan? That's another penalty. It bloody was as well. Sneed on the third tackle will kick towards the back right. Flanagan is there. Collects the ball on the try line. He's in goal. Loses possession. Try? Surely? I think that's going to be a Warrington try. I think it is. Bit of a jammy one, but we kind of just need anything right now, so I will take it. Try giving on field, but the video ref will check. I think that's a Warrington try. So for now, I'll switch back over to Wigan. They are 35 metres out. Down the left edge with Field. Going to go himself. Stopped on the 10. Over on the left-hand side. Back towards the middle. Shifting it right. In centre field. Next carry from Mago. Back up towards the 10 for Wigan. In between the sticks now, 10 metres out. They'll go left to Field. Across to Wardle. Steps back off his left foot. What are you watching? Like, what do you mean? Like, what am I watching on, or? I think this is going to be a try for Warrington. So, Wakefield are actually in possession on their own 10. So, they've got a bit of work to do. Switching back over to Warrington. And that is going to be a Warrington Wolves try. There we go. There we go. 6-4 with a kick to come. Need to add the extras. Kicks have been a little bit dodgy over the last few weeks, so we'll see how he does. Alright, I'm with Huddersfield versus Warrington. I'll switch back over to Wigan, who's in good territory. Just over 20 metres out, right of centre field, back towards middle with Ellis. Across to Mago, over the 20. Bit of a lethargic carry there. Yeah, Wakey's not looking great right now. Not really been able to compete well enough yet. A lot of penalties given away. I've not really been able to tell whether they're legit or not. Whether they're valid. Kick from Sneed is no good. It is no good. It stays with a Huddersfield lead right now. Wigan shifting it left. It's with Wardle down the left edge. Trying to shrug off one. He's stopped near the left touchline on the 4th tackle. Last tackle for Wigan. In the back left corner. It's with Smith. Kicks cross field. Bit of a weird one. Oh, collected by French. Offloads the ball. In the hands of Field. They got the numbers down the right, actually, if they can use the space. Eckersley, look for an offload. Gets one. It is wayward. Collected by French. Chips over the top, 20 metres out. Chases it as well. Collected on the full by... Who is that, actually? Who is that? Is that Johnstone? He shaved his head. Is that why I don't recognise him? He might be. Kieran, you're a horrible man. Horrible, horrible man. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. It's actually going to be a penalty for Warrington right now. And... not seen... Who is that on the left wing for Wakefield? Is that Johnstone? It is Johnstone. Alright, I just didn't recognise him. So, 30 minutes almost gone for Wakefield. 25 minutes gone for Warrington in possession now. Matteson goes left to Sneed. Across to Curry. Switch back to Dufty. Space down the left. Across to King. Cuts back towards the middle. Toby King. Nice movement. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's another try for Warrington. That is nice. And that is the benefit of having the full spine available. Love to see it. Love to see it. Well done, Warrington. Very nicely done. They will take the lead for the first time in their game. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Beautiful. Close enough for Sneed, so I'll assume he will get this one. That is nice. Good stuff. So, Huddersfield 6, Warrington 10 most likely. It is only 8 for Warrington right now, but we'll see. Switching back over to the other game real quick. Let's have a look. We've got a player down at the moment, I think. Yeah, I think there possibly was a forward pass in there. Possibly. I need to look at it again, though. Captain's challenge at the moment. Not sure what for. Not sure what for. Let's have a look at this captain's challenge, then. Wakefield are the ones with the challenge. And the kick from Sneed is good. It is 10-6 for Warrington. What happens if they play each other? My guess, Sam, is he'll cheer and then cry. And then he's just neutral again until the next moment. That's my guess. Okay. So let's have a look at this. So it was Smith on Griffin. Okay. Well, the replay shows it perfectly. I'm not sure what the outcome was. Warrington have possession with Harrison. Stopped 5 metres out. Harrison really doesn't make metres. He really doesn't. He's a big body, but doesn't make metres at all. And in the other game, not actually sure what happened, to be honest. I'm really not sure, but sticking with Warrington, Matteson takes it over the 10. Wrapped up by 3 defenders. Plays his 15 out of his own try line. Walker will scoot over the 20. A few extra metres as well. It's actually going to be a scrum for Wigan, 40 metres out. Next carry from Dufty on the 4th. Going to be the last for Warrington. So Wigan, just over 30 metres out. Ref going to knock on a wake. He challenged it and claimed it was high. Right, okay. Ball is dropped backwards from Flanagan off the back of the kick. Sticking with Wigan, though, just over 20 metres out. In centre field is left to Smith. Pops it across to Nsemba. He's going to be stopped just over the 10 near the left edge. Oh, it's a penalty. Penalty for Brighton. Oh, no. Oh, no, it's a penalty for Brighton. Saved! Oh, go on, Jordan, lad. Come on. Let's be having you. Let's go, boys. What a save. What a save. Get in. And I missed a Wigan try. But I don't give a shit. I would rather see an Everton penalty save than a Wigan try. I couldn't give a shit. Anyway, let's have a look at the replay, shall we? It's ball over the top. Eckersley in the corner, just walks in. Yeah, fair enough. All right, well done, Wigan, I guess. So let's have a look. So Smith in centre field, across to Ellis, then across to French. Gets a great offload to Farrell, over the top. Eckersley, plenty of space. There we go. There we have it. Wigan will extend the lead. That game's looking pretty comfortable now. I did back Wakefield. Oh, yeah, that's looking very comfortable. Not sure if Wakefield can do anything in the second half, maybe. Can they come out after getting a bollocking, perhaps? Kick from the touchline, so I'll wait on the conversion. Yeah, can't wait. Can't wait for that, Finn. All right, I'm going to stay with Warrington for now. Well, the most important stat is the 2-0 scoreboard. I mean, Everton had amazing XG a while ago. So we still didn't score, so... Ah, well. 30 minutes on the clock, Huddersfield Giants in possession. Gagai will take this up towards his own 30. Please mark who makes try. I'm watching from New Zealand. It's 2 a.m. here. I mean, McGowan scored for Huddersfield. King has scored for Warrington. Who else scored for Warrington? Wrench scored for Warrington. And in the other game, it was Eckersley, someone and someone. We're going to actually... Oh, is this just a replay? It's just a replay. My bad, pimp. My bad. It's just a replay. Just a silly little replay. Duffy has possession. He's going to be stopped 15 out from the try line. Dragged back a metre or two. Oh, the kick was good. Fair dues. Fair dues. The kick was good. 18-0 for Wigan. That's the one. Do you know what? I might actually put the Everton highlights in there as well. I did it with F1 a few months back when Hulkenberg finished on the podium at Silverstone. So, why not? Could do it. Sticking with Warrington for now. Fourth tackle, Gates with a carry up towards the 40. Now with Harrison... Oh, that was with Harrison, sorry. Previously. Walker will kick from behind the 40, or maybe just on it. 40-20 attempt, possibly? Ooh, collected by Flanagan, almost with a foot in touch. Very close. Recovers back towards the 20, shifting down the right edge. Corey trying to get a hold of him. King is there to help out, still shifting. Step in. Now Stone actually gets a hold on him. Over to Wigan, though. Up towards their 40. Fourth tackle. A kick from French. Down the right edge. Will kick crossfield. Collects on the full on the 20 by Jowett. Recovers it up towards the 30. Hulkenberg was limbs, to be fair. Wasn't too bad, was it? Wasn't too bad. I was so happy for him. We have a penalty for Wakefield. Can they get some points? I did say 19-18, so the scoreline is on. It is on. I will go with... So it's a penalty for Wakefield. I'll go with Huddersfield for now, in possession. They will kick from halfway. It's Russell, I think, that kicks it there. Swirling ball, collected on the full by Duffy on the 10. Recovers it up towards the 20. And a few metres over it. Approaching 33 minutes gone. Walker... Now with Josh Thulis, shrugs off one, still moving up towards the 30. And in the other game, we've actually got a mistake here from Wakefield. We've actually got a mistake. I think there's going to be Wigan's ball inside Wakefield territory. Bloody hell. Have we got another we got another penalty. Another penalty for Brighton. Wait, or is this the replay? I don't know. I can't tell. I think it's another penalty. It is. Oh, no. Oh, no. Warrington down the left edge. Williams gets a definitely forward pass there. That is actually given. Fair enough. I've got a lot going on here. Wigan are 25 metres out. Mistake from Warrington. So switch over to this one. Oh, no, it's not a penalty. Oh. It was showing the replay from before, but okay, why they were doing it, I don't know. I thought there was a penalty, but there's not. My bad. Okay, so it's all good. Excuse me for speaking. Right then, what should we go with? Wigan are 10 metres out. Do you prefer these streams or ones with one game, honestly? Because this can get chaotic. I don't mind this. It's okay. I don't know what it's like for you guys. I don't know if you like these or not, or if it's just two all over the place. But I do prefer one. It's just a little bit more simple, straightforward. So sticking with... Let's stick with Wakefield for now. They're on their own 10. With 3 minutes to go. Their next carry through centre field, up towards the 20 for Wakefield. They need to get some good territory in this game at some point. Switching over to Huddersfield, though, is actually in better territory. Fourth tackle coming up for them. 35 minutes on the clock. Wolford, left of centre field, back towards the middle with Russell. Pops it across to Burgess. Takes it up towards Warrington's 40. Out the back to Russell on the last. Kicks towards the back left for Josh Thulis. Chase from Gagai. Collects it cleanly. Josh Thulis will play this on his own 10. Wormsley is actually dragged into touch. Mate, Wakefield are just... I don't know if they're not switched on. I don't know if Wigan's playing so well. I mainly think it's a little bit of both. Wakefield really do need to switch on. They do have a decent pack that can compete, but... I did say 19-18 to Wakefield, but, you know, not everyone can predict every game, unfortunately. I will stick with Warrington in possession. Down the right edge, Dufty. Collision with Wrench there, actually. And it's the last tackle for Warrington. Just play the ball. Oh, my God, what are we sitting around for? Play the ball. With Williams on the last. Hits the belly of the ball. Gets the kick away. Collected on the full by McGowan on the 20. This is why you let Sneed do all the kicking. Oh my God. Next carry from Bibby down the right edge for Huddersfield. A few metres short of the 40. I'm getting frustrated with the game. Not just wire, just like the game. So there was a forward pass from Wigan, so Wakefield have possession on their own 10. Huddersfield on the third tackle, fourth tackle coming up, onto Warrington's 40. Shifting it left now with Gagai, 30 metres out. He's stopped over on the left-hand side of the field. 3 minutes to go in that game. 45 seconds to go in the other game. Down the left edge, Russell kicks slightly more towards the post. Dufty goes up, collects it cleanly. Stopped a few metres in front of the try line. There is a penalty for Wakefield. And they will start a fresh set 40 metres out. 30 seconds to go. They do need to get some points here. They desperately need some points. Next carry through centre field, just short of the 30. Smith at dummy half. 15 seconds to go. Shifting it left with Truman. He will switch back to a Tony. I think that's a Tony. Up towards the 10. This will be the last play of the half for Wakefield. Left of centre field. Surely that's a penalty at least. They'll play the ball 10 metres out. In centre field with Pitts. Across. Can he get an offload? Yes, he can. Then another offload. Griffin. Knock on from Wigan, I think. Still a live ball. Wakefield look for some offloads, maybe, and they will be... No, penalty for Wakefield. Penalty. Is 18 Vanganart? I thought that was a Tony. My bad. I can't really see the names because it's on a phone. A lot smaller. So, yeah, penalty for Wakefield. Will they go for 2? I think you might as well. You might as well. Yeah, Wakefield's going to go for the 2 there. So switching back over to the other game. Huddersfield Giants have possession with a minute and a half to go. Russell now with Gagai over his own 30. Fourth tackle coming up. And next carry from Burgess through centre field for the Giants. Tapping up for a drop goal, imagine. Dufty returns this ball over the 20 up towards the 30. 4 defenders in the frame there. A minute to go in the first half for Huddersfield versus Warrington. Any more points in this one, maybe? Josh Doolis with a carry. Back towards the middle. Still shifting. Could maybe got an offload in there. The 2 is also good from Jowett. Thank God he actually got that because I already put it in. So yeah, half-time, Wigan versus Wakefield. It is 18-2 for Wigan. And with 30 seconds to go, Warrington Wolves in possession. 3 more tackles as well. Possible chance there for Warrington, we'll see. But there's, still got half a field to make up. Yates with the next carry. Bumps off 1. Still moving. 20 seconds to go. Walker in centre field, 15 seconds left. On his right to Williams, engaged the line, shifting down the right, across to Stone. Stopped about 30 metres out. This will be the last play of the half in this one as well. Walker out the back to sneak, going for 1 maybe. He does. He's got the height on it. Distance is good. Angle doesn't look good. So, no good there. It's going to be half-time in both games. There we go. There we have it. So, it's going to be Huddersfield Giants 6, Warrington Wolves 10. And for Wigan versus Wakefield, it'll be Wigan Warriors 18, Wakefield Trinity 2. So we're at half-time then. Bit of a recap, starting with Huddersfield Warrington. Huddersfield dealt with a lot of early pressure quite well. Off the back of a catch in goal. They got a 7-tackle set and then were able to compete better through the middle in terms of field position. Actually had some decent territory inside Warrington's half. Were able to create an opportunity. They didn't look that convincing, but still created a try, which is good for them. They do normally start games well. Warrington, they did have some good territory, as I said. Took them a little bit more time to get back into the game a little bit. After the early territory, lost it, got back into it, and have moved the ball around nicely enough. Kicking from both sides has been fine. They found the corners. Some half-decent defensive sets of both have been okay. It's been about level, I think, from what I can tell. But in the other game, Wigan versus Wakefield, Wigan, they've just kind of dominated field position. It's obviously helped by a lot of penalties that they've been given. I've not been able to tell whether they've been valid or not, because I'm mainly just commentating than actually seeing what's going, like being able to react. It's been hard to tell. But a lot of penalties for Wigan. So I will assume it's about 50-50. So Wakefield do need to clean up their act a little bit. Wigan have been gifted some opportunities. I would assume that there's maybe some that might not have been fair. But Wakefield do need to clean things up. Find it difficult to work the ball out their own end. Wigan are doing a great job with the kicks to the corner and then defending off the back of it. Wakefield really find it hard to work the ball up the field. There's been a couple penalties gifted from Wigan. So they just need to clean that up themselves. But Wigan moving the ball around nicely enough. A little bit disjointed here and there. But the thing is with Wigan, they've got guys that can play off the cuff. Wakefield's not really had much territory inside the red zone or inside Wigan's half for that matter. But they're going to need to start chucking the ball around. I think going through the middle, it ain't going to work. You need to start moving the ball out wide a little bit more. So, yeah, they certainly need to do that. They certainly need to. Do you know I've had the game up on screen the whole time, Sam? The whole time. They can't go wide. Wigan will drag them by the neck into touch. Well, if they do, they got to do it anyway. They're still going to spread it wide. They're not going to win through the middle. Unless they can somehow get quick play of the balls, which Wigan don't allow teams to do. Unless they can somehow manage that, then Smith, with his pace out of the ruck, can certainly get some good meters through the middle. But they need to shift the ball. Keep running out their defence and make no meters, just pass it around. Well, the problem is Warrington's forwards just don't make meters. Even Harrison's like the biggest forward we've got. As soon as he makes contact with the defender, he's done. There's no more meters to be gained. No more. That's why I miss Musgrove, because he could actually drag players. Vaughan can as well. I think Wood can do that, which is why I want to see more of him. And we'll have to see with Thomas. We'll be watching Wire Giants second half. Okay, fair dues, fair dues. So if you guys could leave a like on the live stream, helps it to get out there to more people. That would be splendid if you could do that. Let's have a look at the subs right now. 11,399. One subscriber away from 11.4k. How many points has French scored? 0. Or did he ground his own try, or was that Walters? I know he got an assist. I just don't remember if he grounded it or not. Oh yeah, he did score. Yeah, French has 4 points. A try. I'll have a look at the schedule for next week, by the way, just so you guys know what games I might be streaming. So we'll start with Super League. Wherever the tab is. I've got a ton of tabs here. Oh my god, where is it? Where is Super League? Just make a new one. Jesus Christ. Okay, Super League, Lee versus Castleford on Thursday. I could probably do that. No issues with that. There would be... Okay. On Friday, it's Hull KR versus Saints, but Warrington are at home to Salford, so I'm going to be at that game. So I will miss Hull KR Saints. Would have been a great game to stream. Would have been amazing to stream, actually. But, yeah, I'll have to catch up on that one. But Saturday... Oh, Saturday could be a long day. Oh, no. Saturday could be a really long day. Hull FC versus Leeds, I would definitely do that one. Wakefield versus Huddersfield, I'll definitely watch that one. Catalans versus Wigan, I might as well watch it, but that's going to be such a long day. Oh, no. No. I currently have plans on Saturday the 30th, so I could do Hull FC Leeds. And that's it. But I've got plans Saturday night. So I can do the one game and that's it, unfortunately. If the plans are cancelled, I'll kind of know by... I should know by Wednesday whether I can do Wakefield, Huddersfield and Catalans Wigan. I'll know by Wednesday. And then that will conclude the week of Super League. But with NRL next week, Thursday, 10:50 AM, Bulldogs versus Panthers. I will definitely do that one. Friday, do I want to do Warriors versus Eels? No, I don't. I will get up for Storm versus Roosters, though. I will get up for that one on Friday, 11 AM kickoff. And Saturday morning, I will do Cowboys versus Broncos at 10:35 AM. Just to kind of at least account for the other games I might not do. If on Wednesday I can do the Super League games, I might skip the early NRL game. Because like 4 games, it's going to be a lot. If if it's a dual stream at any point, then it's kind of okay because it's only the one stream. But 4 streams back to back to back, it's a lot. Get up for an 11 AM game. Well, you know what I mean. Like, I've got a bit of freedom as to how early I can wake up. Like, it could be 9 o'clock. It could be 8:30. It could be 11. You know, I've got a bit of freedom, so I don't want to have to force myself to get up. This fan's going on until we start the second half. This fan is going on. 9 completed sets for Wakey. Oh my god. Not good. Not good. Jake the Snake. Will he shush FC? He might do. I have a feeling I've got a feeling he won't. Got a feeling he won't. But who knows? We will see. Oh, didn't want to do that. There we go. why I need the win. They certainly do, Kevin. Welcome back. Does anyone actually like Pickford? Yes. Long ball from Brighton. Everton defending. There we go. First Premier League game of the Hill Dickinson Stadium. That's a win for the Toffees, lad. Come on. Get in, boys. 2-0. Performing well from what I could actually see. I'm watching 3 different games here. Performing well enough. I'll probably try and watch the game back a bit as well later on. Come on, we needed that. Brighton's a tough side as well. They can be tough to beat. So I'll take that. Do you have any plans to go to the new stadium for Everton games? When I used to have a season ticket, I had one for about 7 or 8 years at Goodison. I wanted to get one for the Hill Dickinson Stadium, but the prices are going to be ridiculous. I could do the monthly payments, but I'm not going to. We loaned Grealish with an option to buy for 50 mil. Pretty sure that's what we did. If I'm ever in a spot financially to get a season ticket, I might get one, but that will clash with a lot of games as well. And I'm actually trying to do this to make a living as well, or earn money from the streaming. So it's a bit of a clash. I will try and get to a game, but I will be going to game 2 of the Ashes at least. So I've got that. Grealish is so good. Glad he's getting good now. He deserves a shot. Yeah, I was hoping we'd sign somebody like him a few years back, because if you look at the teams that normally finish near the top, there's always a few fringe players that don't get much game time. The way that I think about, say, like Wishart at Melbourne Storm, is like, he's a good enough player to start somewhere else, but he's just not going to start for Storm. But he might just stay there. The same as with like Grealish for City. Good enough to start, and good enough to start anywhere else, but just isn't starting. But Mahrez, Riyad Mahrez was one that I would have loved to sign. Would have been maybe a bit too much for us, to be honest. When he went to Saudi and got a good chunk of money, to be fair. But yeah, Mahrez would have been great. But you know what I mean? Like the guys at the top teams that don't always start, but could start for teams further down the pecking order and would make a huge difference. Those kind of guys, and Grealish is one of those. Who do you think will win the Prem? I think it's probably Liverpool's again for the taking. I'm not convinced by City's squad this year. I think they'll still win plenty of games, but I think it's still Liverpool's. I think Arsenal will push them, but still Liverpool's. What's the different score? There you go. Arsenal's year, you say? Maybe not United. Maybe not. Who knows, though? Who knows? We will see. Proper full season for Amarin. Maybe he can do something. A couple of new signs as well. Who do you think will win the Super League? I think... Sorry, I'm just enjoying Grealish and Ndiaye just forming a beautiful partnership. Who do you think will win the Super League? I think it's... I've still kind of maintained Hull KR League Leader Shield, but Grand Final Wigan. Just because, like, when it gets to playoffs, there'll be a different beast, and Grand Final Wigan is so difficult to go against. God, don't start this, Dingle. Don't start this, bloody hell. Not again. Not again. FC Grand Final winners in your dreams? Well, maybe next year. Maybe next year. I mean, still this year, because anyone could upset anyone in playoffs. But another pre-season, maybe a couple new signings. You'll have to replace... oh no, wait. Oh no, you get Lasone. I was thinking you'd lose one, but you get Lasone, so... You know, maybe there's one or two more. Price at full fitness to start the season. Rapinoe maybe more comfortable at centre to start the season. Maybe. But there's... What's the wider score? Great question. It hasn't changed during half-time, I can tell you that. Who do you think will win the NRL? I think... I'm kind of the same. I want the Raiders to win it. I've got a feeling the Storm will win it. Storm Raiders final would be incredible. Grand final will be Leeds versus Wigan, and I don't see Leeds losing to anyone. Interesting. And the last 2 games for Leeds have been incredible. Panthers have not been at their absolute best in recent weeks. But, like, they can still beat anyone on their day, so I'm not ruling them out. Hull Derby in 2 weeks is generally... I assume you mean genuinely going to be incredible. Yes, it will be. Yes, it will be. Shut up, Dingle. Shut it, place. Right, I'll get the Everton game off the screen now. Give my PC a bit of a rest. £100 on him to score or assist plus United win. Okay, well, good luck with that. Good luck with that. I was going to go reach my phone then, but it's right there. Okay, everyone but Dingle, mute the stream whilst I scream down his ear. Right, teams are coming back out. Turn it back on. If you muted it, turn it back on. Oh, this? Oh, that's Vimto. Back underway then. It's going to be Wigan in possession. Walters with a carry over the 10. Someone tell Vic, no, not Vic, VR Star. I had Vic Star in my head because it was like with the V and then Star. Someone tell Vic Star 123 that he can unmute. And we're back underway in the other game as well. Right. So Huddersfield with possession. They take it over the 20. There's going to be a kick on the last, or the fourth tackle, sorry, from Wigan. Smith down the back left. You guys are a bunch of horrible people, man. Horrible people. I will stay with Huddersfield at the moment. God, you guys are horrible. Next carry through centre field, up towards halfway. Nearly a minute gone. Last tackle for the Giants. Out the back to Russell. Under a bit of pressure, gets the kick away. Duffy collects it on the 10. Recovers it up towards the 20. Switching over to Wakefield. In decent territory. 40 metres out. To play the ball. 35 out. Last tackle right to Lino. Puts boot to ball. Kick towards the back right. Marshall collects it on the 10. Next carry from Wardle. 15 out. Mate, VR's got to be joking with us now. He's got to be. He's got to be. And he can hear this. I know he can. He's got to be taking the mick. So Wigan up towards their own 30. There's a poor kick from Sneed in the last there. Switching back over. Carried on the left edge from Halsall. Stopped on his own 40. Gagai with the next carry. Up towards, or just short of halfway. Huddersfield back towards middle with Flanagan. Then McGowan. First try scorer of this game. Just over 2 minutes gone. Dragged back a couple of metres by Curry and Walker. Wolford right at centre field. On his left to Burgess. Bumps off Yates. Brought down inside wire territory. 2 more tackles to go. And it's going to be the last tackle for Huddersfield. Oh, I'll turn this off, sorry. 2.5 minutes gone in the second half for Huddersfield. Left to rush. Kicks from 30 metres out for Josh Thulis. Goes up. Oof. Challenge there with Flanagan, but Josh Thulis wins that one. And Wrench will take the next carry. Switching over to Wakefield. In possession. Up towards halfway. There's actually a mistake from Warrington. That's great. Well done, lads. Smith. Then to Truman. Chips down the back left. Looking for touch, maybe. He does find touch. So, mistake from Warrington. So, Huddersfield close to the try line here. And Wigan will start a fresh set from their own 20. So, I'll stick with Huddersfield for now. Nearly 3.5 minutes gone. They'll have a scrum 10 out. Rush will feed the ball into the scrum, and I'm going to yawn. This is great timing, possibly, out the back of the scrum. Right back to Rush. Takes the carry straight up. Watch out for the switchback, boys. Now, a little switchback they've done in recent weeks. If you see Flanagan cutting back from the right edge towards the middle, watch out for the switch. Wigan up towards halfway, shifting it down the right edge, but Huddersfield almost in with Burgess. Stop 2 metres short left of the sticks. Come on, Wire. Strong defence here, please. Out the back to Rush. Switches back to Rushton. Inside the 10, he's going to be stopped 5 out. Right at the post. Wolford on his left to Wilson or English. It's English. And I've just missed a Wigan try again. Rush takes a carry 5 metres out. Looking for an offload. Bit of a mess. Wigan have scored a try. For God's sake, man. I did miss it. He's bloody missed it. Right, let's have a look, shall we? Back towards the middle with Ellis. Then across to Smith. A little bit just kind of slow there, but simple stuff. Marshall with an easy break down the left-hand side. Off to Nsemba. That looked too easy. Just a couple passes launched across. Easy break for Marshall. Support from Nsemba, and that's a try for Wigan. Yeah, just completely missed it. Damn. I will assume Kieran gets the kick as well, because he's normally reliable. There was a mistake from Huddersfield as well, so Warrington will have possession on their own 10. A lot of work to do. Yes, I did miss it. Silly me. There we go. 22-2 with a kick to come. I assume he's going to get it. And, well, Wigan were on the halfway line. Huddersfield were 2 metres out. Like, God. So Warrington Wolves in possession. Third tackle. Approaching 6 minutes gone in the second half. Walker left to Sneed in centre field. Out the back to Williams under pressure. The ball pops out. Mistake from Williams. And the kick is good. So it is... Oh, it's close to the sticks than I thought. Yeah, it is good. So the Wigan Warriors will take the lead 24-2. And Warrington turn over the ball in good territory for Huddersfield. So, yeah, not great. Not great. That was very easy for Wigan. Very easy. Six and a half minutes gone for Huddersfield Warrington. And I'll swap over for now. Change the rules. Try scorer takes the kicks would be funny. Oh, that's forward. Thank you. You could make the argument that it's like it makes sense. If you score the try, you take the convert. Like, an argument can be made for it, but I'm not like, oh, it must be done. It could be interesting. I like the idea of it, but it's not that I want it to happen, just to be clear. Shut up, Dingle. You're going to get a sin bin in a minute. What should we go with? We'll go with Wigan. Up towards the 30 with French down the right edge. Leeming. 7.5 minutes gone in the second half. Farrell with a carry up towards the 40. Leeming at dummy half. Goes left on the last tackle to Smith. Boot to ball, plenty of height, could be swirling. Taken on the full by Jowett behind his own 10. Hands it off to Walmsley. And he makes a few extra metres on the return. So Wakefield with a lot of work to do. Warrington Wolves. Harrison with a strong carry over halfway. Okay, well, they're giving a bit of praise to Harrison, but I don't think they've been watching him, really, because he doesn't make that many metres, let's be honest. I mean, it might take a few men to stop him, but he doesn't really make metres, let's be honest. 8 minutes gone in the second half. Warrington in possession. Walker on his left to Thomas. Calls from forward from the crowd. Eventually it's called. Was it even forwards? I don't actually know if it was. I don't know. Let's say 50-50, shall we? Switching over to the other game. Wakefield in great territory now. 30 metres out. Leno down the right-hand side. Walmsley back inside to Griffin. He's going to be stopped near the right touchline. Just over 10 metres out on the last tackle. Well, that means that SASA would have to be playing on the wing. Watching a bit of Sitaleki Akuala as a winger. Wigan will play the ball 15 out from their own try line with a lot of work to do. Huddersfield, though, in much better field position. Carry inside Warrington territory with Halsall. Second tackle coming up as well. So great chance for Huddersfield. They could pin Warrington back by the end of this set. In centre field with English. Right to Rush, then to Rushton. Over the 40. Inside wide territory. Rush in centre field. Fakes 2 switchbacks. Then across to Russell. Now Flanagan, 3-on-2 possibly, pops up to Gagai. Josh Thulis gets him wrapped up, stops just short of the 30. Well, that's the 20 actually, sorry. Russell cuts back towards the middle. Across to Wilson. He's going to play this ball in centre field. Last tackle. 15 out. Russell down the left edge, chips the ball towards the back left. Going to come down near the 10 though. Collected by Halsall. Can he get an offload? No, he can't. So switching back over. Oof, Wakefield going to have to play this ball a metre in front of their own try line. John Stone with the next carry makes a metre or two. A lot of work for both Wakefield and Warrington to do here. Warrington on the 10, Wakefield now to the 10 as well. Next carry from Wrench, making a few metres there. Was he hitting the head maybe? Looks a bit awkward. Next carry from Jake Thulis up towards the 20. Also, Wakefield takes it just over the 20 themselves. We have the game stopped in the moment. I think it's Hill for Wigan is being tended to. Possible head knock. Possibly. Kick on the last from Warrington. Towards the back right. That's a great kick, actually. Collected by Flanagan. 6 out from the try line. Switches back to Halsall. He'll recover this up towards the 20. It's a great kick. So yeah, Hill might have to go off. Not too sure. Not too sure. Yeah, he's going off for a HIA. Unfortunately. Hopefully he's all right. But we will stick with Huddersfield in possession for now. Flanagan, left to centre field, back towards the middle with McGowan, up towards Huddersfield's own 30. 51 minutes just gone in that game, approaching 51 in the Wigan-Wakefield game as well. Wolford, down the short side right to Bibby. Stopped on his own 40. 2 tackles to go for the Giants. Plays it for Wolford near the right edge. Back towards the middle with Leroy Cudjoe. Russell will kick towards the back left. Looking for touch, maybe? No, bounces once. Up nicely for Dufty. On the 10, up towards the 20. A few extra metres as well. Up towards the 30. Good return. And as well, Wigan have possession on their own 40 with a fresh set of 6. So Wigan could be looking dangerous by the end of this set. We will see. Their next carry takes them up towards halfway. Warrington, though, over the 40. Holroyd is on. A few metres shy of the halfway line. Powell on his right to Thompson. Strong carry there. Look for an offload as well, maybe. He is then held. Plays it just short of Huddersfield's 40. That is a strong carry there from Thomas. Strong carry. Wayward out the back to the left from Warrington. Dufty takes it up towards Huddersfield's 30. There is a kick on the last, collected by John Stone in the back left corner. So a bit of a tricky one. But he collects it cleanly enough. A kick on the last from Warrington, collected by Flanagan. On the 10. Ooh, that looked high. Referee says play on. So Wakefield and Huddersfield both stuck inside their own end right now. That was the first time Everton have won a game in August since Rafa. Oh, get in. We're going to win it all. And I think we're just giving away a penalty now. Wakefield, though, will play the ball on their own 20. Next carry through centre field. Making about 5 metres in total. So yeah, high tackle on Huddersfield. So that'll be a Giants penalty. Who gave that away? Was it Thomas? I think it was. Boo. Get him gone. Boo. Kick on the last from Wakefield towards the back right. Marshall underneath it. Collects it 15 out from his own try line. And just short of the 30. It's actually going to be the Giants in the best territory right now. Penalty. Kick into touch. Fresh set of 6. They'll tap the ball on halfway with Bibby. And he takes it up towards Warrington's 40. Would you say French is the best Super League player of all time? Of all time is a bold call, but I think he's definitely in the conversation. That's not ridiculous. It's not ridiculous to say that. 30 metres out for the Giants. Cudjoe goes left to Russell. Pops it up to Greenwood. That looks slightly forward to me. And penalty for the Giants. Wigan. There's actually an offload for Mago. Shifting back towards the middle. He's still going. The halfback, Mago, hands it off to Field, and he is in. I didn't miss it that time. Look at him move. Mago is actually a world-class 6 and 7. You just didn't know it. You just didn't know it. But yeah, Wigan extend the lead. They will likely hit 30. That is ridiculous. But over to Huddersfield, though. They're in between the sticks, about 3 or 4 metres out. Wolford at dummy half. Third tackle. Shoots it left to Russell. Slightly wayward. Collected by Gagai eventually. Goes back towards the middle. Offloads it to Flanagan. Fakes a switch back to Rush. Takes a carry himself down the right edge. Trying to get around the outside of Sneed. Still back towards the middle now. Still shifting now down the left edge. Flanagan still going. Stop 15 out. Wolford goes down the short side left. Russell kicks the ball through. Nobody's there aside from a Giants player, maybe. And that is collected by Wrench. Well done, Connor Wrench, recovering that one. It's going to be a goal line dropout for Warrington. But Wigan will extend to 28, likely to be 30. So I will get that, that scoreline changed. I bet £1,500 on Wigan next try. Paid £2,100. Don't do that. That is wagering. That was a bold call, Jonathan. If that is huge if true, as the kids don't say these days. Switching over to Huddersfield Giants in possession, 30 metres out off the back of the dropout. Wakefield do need to wake up. I don't think they will do at this point. Honestly, it could get even worse. They might hit 40. Kick from Smith is good, so that is 30 points to 2. God, to think I backed Wakefield as well. What are you doing, Leroy? We'll be having words, Leroy. Okay, we'll be having words. Can't be doing that. Huddersfield, 15 metres out, wayward pass. Ends up in the hands of Wilson, but that is going to be seen as a knock-on, I believe. Ooh, Cudjoe's not happy with Zach Wolford. Not happy. Damn. Wakefield's actually in great territory here. 5 metres out. How did that happen? How did that happen? Strong carry. Is that a Tony? I think it is. Second play of the ball in the 20. God, that's awful. It is a Tony. Plays it left of the sticks. The ball pops out, and it is a penalty for Wakefield. Short kickoff. Oh, right. Thank you. I'm glad someone's watching it. Yeah, well taken, actually. Well taken from John Stone. So yeah, penalty for Wakefield, inside great territory. Warrington have a scrum on their own 20. So we'll see how far up the field they can get on this set. Shifting it right for Wakefield now. In centre field. They're going to play this in front of the right post. 2 metres out. Right to Lino. Then across to Jowett. Good hands to Wormsley. Eventually dragged into touch, but he didn't have the ball. What's that going to be? Is it a penalty for Wakefield? Not sure. Let's have a look. I just kind of missed this. Lino, then across to Jowett, then Wormsley. Strip, possibly? Not too sure. Wakefield started the ball 10 metres out. Kick on the last from Warrington towards the back left. McGowan goes up, takes it cleanly, stopped 15 out from his own try line. Wakefield Trinity, 10 metres out, over on the right. Shifting it back towards the middle. Out the back to Truman. Fakes the switch back. Hands off to Jowett. Good chance in the corner here. He is into touch. Good defence from Wigan. Great defence. Wakefield started to try a little bit. Good field position. I think maybe could have focused more on, since there's a lot of time left, focus more on just building the pressure down that end. So, you shift the ball out wide in the midfield just to make the extra metres. But inside the red zone, just get that territory. Get a repeat set if you can. But, yeah. Well done, Wigan. Shifting across. Good scramble. So Huddersfield will kick on the last. Plenty of height. Could be swirling. Jake Villas underneath it. Takes it cleanly on his own 10. Cuts back towards the middle. Shrugs off one. Now up towards the 20. Wigan up to their own 20 as well. Villas will have to play the ball again. On the 20. Next carry from Josh Thulis. Getting dragged back. Makes about a metre or two in total. Wrench with a carry down the right edge up towards Warrington's own 30. And a bit of movement down the right edge for Wigan. A little bit wayward, but Eckersley recovers it. And he's tackled on his own 40. Last tackle for the Warriors. Fred shifts it across towards Smith in centre field. Belts it towards the back left. Wormsley under the high ball collects it 15 out from his own try line over the 20. And he's stopped. The ball pops out. Collected by Wardle. Look for an offload maybe. Stopped 10 metres out. Great chance for Wigan. Kick on the last day from Warrington. Left of the post to Flanagan on the 10. Up towards the 20. Hands it off to Halsall down the left edge. Good space down the left for Gagai trying to get around Connor. Wrench. Ball pops out, does it? Does it pop out? I thought I saw it pop out. We'll see anyway. We've got a Wakefield player down at the moment. Wormsley is down. That is not good. So they've said it's knocked on by Warrington in the one-on-one. How? I mean, we never had the ball, so how? Okay, Huddersfield ball anyway. Well. So we've still got Wormsley down at the moment. So there's a pause in the Wigan game. They are winning 30 points to 2. They will actually have the ball inside the red zone, I think, once we get back underway. Well, hopefully Wormsley's okay. Warrington have challenged this decision, though. What kind of injury? Just something with his head. They won't normally take this long for something else. Well, he didn't pull on it. I think he was falling. My legit thoughts there for Connor Wrench is he has hands on the ball, but he's falling down. I don't think he's trying to Oh, that one looks like a... Yeah, that angle looks like a pull, actually, so fair enough. It's just initially I thought it was his weight, bringing him down, was what was doing it. So this will be challenge unsuccessful for Warriors, and I think we've entered the final quarter. 19 and a half minutes to go. Well, that the Wakey owner goes away. Well, I think there's a lot of people, a lot of fans, if they could be owners, would. And that is going to be...
It's going to be yellow card. I can't speak. You ballless get Campbell. You dickhead.
That is naughty. You can't do it, mate. You can't Nearly destroy people. So it's going to be a yellow card for Havard. There's the yellow. Havard is there. Huddersfield up towards halfway in their game, by the way. Back underway in the other one shortly. So is this the point for Wakefield to come back into the game? I didn't actually see the contact properly. So I don't actually know what happened. I didn't see it. So, let's go with... Oof. There's a tap on from Warrington, so they will turn the ball over, or not turn the ball over, give away another 6, 30 metres out. I will go with Wakefield. No attempt to even make a tackle. I would have to see it again, to be honest, guys. So I can't really make a proper call on it, but I'll take your word for it. A lot of people saying red here, so I'll take your word for it for now. Time left on the clock. So Warrington has just less than 18 and a half minutes to go. And there's 20 minutes to go in this game, Wigan versus Wakefield. Wakefield only 20 metres out. Lino not sure where to go, what to do with it. Hands it off to Truman. He takes a carry. So Wakefield and Huddersfield both in good territory. Harvey Hill past HIA. That's good. Good news. Kick towards the back right. Collected by Marshall. Bit of room to run on the return. Marshall's got room to run. Over the 20. Now the 30. He is chased and caught. Good recovery there from Wakefield to get him down. But quick play of the ball. Scoot there from... Is that Leeming? Leeming will play this for Smith. Left to centre field. Next carry from Farrell up towards the halfway line. Huddersfield, though. Third tackle coming up. They are 10 metres out. So Wigan halfway. Huddersfield 10 metres out. Centre field with Wolford on his right to Cudjoe. Don't do it to me, Leroy. Don't do it to me. Fourth tackle for the Giants. They'll play this inches in front of the try line between the sticks. Ooh, Leroy slow to get up. And we've got a stoppage in the Wakefield game as well. There's another play going off with a HIA, I think. Flanagan down the left edge. Stopped on the 10. Cuts back towards the middle. Connor Wrench gets a hold of him. Well done, Connor Wrench. Good work. Good work. 17 minutes to go. Last tackle left to centre field. Back towards the middle with Russell. Kicks cross field. Still got Cudjoe down in the in-goal area. Rush down the right side across to McGowan. Stopped by Jake Thewlis. And a 6 again. It is a 6 again for the Giants. Now with Rushton. On the 10, wants a switch back. Cuts back towards the middle. Loses about 2 or 3 metres there. I still haven't seen the replay yet on that tackle. I apologise. So... Okay, Wakefield have the ball inside their own territory. Down the left edge for Huddersfield. Russell pops up to Greenwood looking for an offload. Drops down, but I would say it's backwards. That is okay. Flanagan now in centre field. Fakes a switch back to Rush. Bumps off Curry. And then is stopped by Powell 10 metres out. Wolford in centre field. On his left to Cudjoe. Then across to Russell. Kicks the ball through. And it is collected by Gagai. Huddersfield take the lead. Or they will equalise, but likely take the lead here. Try is given. They've had a lot of pressure, a lot of territory down this end, so felt like it was coming, to be honest. But yeah, Huddersfield will hit double digits. I assume they'll get the kick, so I'll make it 12-10. Warrington not really been in the contest in this one, to be honest. In the second half, not been in the contest, which is quite disappointing. Let's switch over to the other game now. So there's a carry up towards halfway. McMeekan inside Wigan territory. Plenty of room to run. And then the ball pops out. Was that called a knock-on from Wakefield? I think it was. Yes, it was. 15 minutes to go for Huddersfield versus Warrington. And 17 minutes to go for Wigan versus Wakefield. So waiting on the conversion from Flanagan. 10-all in that game right now. But there's a scrum for Wigan on their own 20. Out the back into the left edge. It's now with Field up towards the 30. Price will be a huge inclusion for playoffs. He'll be massive. You know what else is massive? I'm not going to do it. Well, the kick for Flanagan's a little bit awkward, but definitely looks convertible. And Wigan, a few metres shy of their own 40. Warrington can still make the 6, yes. Mathematically, yes, it's possible. In centre field now, Wigan take it up towards halfway. 16 minutes to go. Still a man down as well, and, hasn't really looked much worse, to be honest. Last tackle, left to Smith. Puts boot to ball towards the back right. And there's a knock-on. There's a knock-on from Scott. 10 metres out. They'll turn over the ball right in front of the try line. The kick from Flanagan as well for Huddersfield is no good. He's bloody missed it. What a prat. What a prat. Well, Mark Sneed, I'm looking at you, son. Even though he's older than me, but you know what I mean. That is, mate, you've got to convert that. You've got to convert it. Okay. Sorting my chair out. Bloody hell. Right. Back underway. 14 minutes to go. Huddersfield Giants back in possession. Wigan are actually 10 metres out. Make that 2 with Bevan French. So inside the 10. First tackle. Farrell back towards the middle. Smith. Next carry from Hill through centre field after he passed his HIA, which is good. 10 metres out. Wigan shifting it left. Byrne with a carry left of the post. He's going to be stopped 3 or 4 metres out. Gets an offload as well for Leeming. Looks right, then goes left. Still going left. And Leeming will be stopped about 4 metres out. I think Wigan have pretty much secured this win anyway. I mean, the door was kind of open straight after the yellow card if Wakefield could have found some points, but because they didn't, I'll assume this is all wrapped up for Wigan. Great hands down the right edge. Possibly forward on the last one. Didn't see the angle, but Eckersley is in. From what I could tell, that was a mile forward, but I have to see a different angle. But Wigan are in again. Like, a man down, it's just not an issue. Wakefield not been at the races at all in this one. Really not been able to compete, which is quite disappointing given that I did back them. But it's not the only stinker I've had this week. I did predict KR to win as well by a close score, 22-16, so it's, close. Yeah, Wakefield just not great at all. Not great at all, which is really disappointing. So let's go with Warrington, an absolute mess. Oh my god. Liam Moore will say, knock on from the Giants. They are going to challenge this. I'm pretty sure that they didn't knock on, so. I do need to see the replay of the other one, though. See if it was actually forward on the left. It did look forward. From the angle it changed to where he collected the ball, it looked forward. I couldn't quite tell, but I do want to see a replay. If they can hurry up and show it. And the captain's challenge in the other game as well. Trying to keep an eye on both. I don't think Bibby touches that, to be honest. Still not shown a replay yet. I'd like to see it. 13 minutes to go in the Wigan game. Right, I think Giants challenge will be successful, I think. Sticking with Wigan, though, they have a conversion from the touchline. The kick from Smith is no good. It's stage 34-2. With just less than 13 to go. We've got just over 12 to go for Huddersfield versus Warrington. If you lose, is playoffs done? It's not, mathematically it's not done, no, but it's, like, realistically less possible. Are they going to show the replay of this try? Can they? I've not seen the replay. Huddersfield are 30 metres out. They will switch back, and now Greenwood takes it up towards the 20. 12 minutes to go. Short kick-off from Wakefield as well, collected by Wigan, though. Golding. Just over the 10. Are they going to go for one on this set here? Or are they going to go for a try? In centre field with Russell. Across to Cudjoe. Inside the 10. Stop 5 metres out. Last tackle. Will they go for one here? Maybe Wolford. Across to Russell. Then Flanagan. Might have the space down the left-hand side. Across to Halsall. Doolis is there. Collected by Powell with a chip over the top. Bridden's back. Bridden is back. Warrington. Right in front of their own try line. Josh Doolis with the next carry. Getting dragged back. He is stopped 2 metres in front of it. Wigan up towards halfway. Leeming will switch back. Next carry from Hill up towards Wakefield's 40. And Warrington lose the ball. Kick on the last from Wigan towards the back left. Not a great kick, actually. Marshall kicks the ball on. Collected by Scott. Stopped on the 20. And it's going to be a penalty for Wakefield. Penalty for Wakefield. Comebacks on for Wakey. Does Huddersfield set up for the scrum now? This is exactly why Huddersfield and Warrington were both 8th and 9th, were 8th and 9th in my power rankings, and I couldn't pick a favourite. I couldn't pick one. They're basically level for me. I feel like this game reaffirms it. I think Huddersfield have looked a little bit cleaner, but it's not great from either. Who did Powell play for in the NRL? The one from Huddersfield. I don't know, actually. I actually don't know. Okay. Wakefield are 40 metres out, but there's a scrum for Huddersfield 10 metres out. Switch back to Bibby. Takes it back over the 10. Come on, Wire. 10 minutes to go. Will they set up for one? See, if it were me, first tackle or second tackle, I'm just going for it. The thing is, it is better to play the ball outside of the 10 than inside of the 10 if you want to go for a drop goal. And they're currently 5 metres out, so it makes it a little bit harder. 9.5 minutes to go. In centre field with Russell. Left to Rush. Across, almost intercepted. Gagai with room down the left edge. Cuts back inside. Off to Flanagan. Flanagan's in. Bloody hell. Huddersfield will take the lead. Likely get the kick as well. Looks close enough from what I could tell. Yeah, there we go. Try from Huddersfield. Just mistakes. Not clean enough from Warrington. Not competed well enough through the middle. Too many mistakes. Lose this and your fans will want Burgess gone. I'm still on the fence about that. I'm on the fence. I'm very close either way. Switching over to Wigan, who are about, is it 35 metres out? Yes, they are 35 metres out. Smith in centre field. Field down the left edge up towards the 20. Wardle at dummy half. We have somebody down for Wakefield right now. Not in a good way. Okay, we're going to stoppage in that one right now. 8 minutes to go in the Huddersfield-Warrington game. It is 14-10 with the kick to come. I have assumed that they'll get the kick. Oh, this looks a bit harder than I thought, actually. Is Lino holding his face? It's a big kick from Flanagan, though. It's better without Dufty, maybe. What's the yellow card for ending the stream, mate? That's if I can. I can't really go back on it, unfortunately. That's the problem. I can't go back unless they show it on. Unless it's popped up on social media, like if they post it on Facebook or Twitter, the clip of it, then I could watch it. But I won't be able to go back because on my phone I can't really. Oh, I might be able to scrub back, but it'll be hard to find. So Flanagan with a kick near the touchline. I thought it was closer to the sticks than that, actually. So the kick from Flanagan is... Oh, it's good. So it is 16-10. Very important kick there. Very, very important kick. And there's going to be a green card for Lino. So they are now a man down. I need to take the yellow card off Havard as well. Okay. Yeah, hopefully they'll show a replay then. I'll try to react to it. Wigan, down the left edge. Space down the left with Marshall. Just missed the build-up to it, but saw the try. Will be worth a check in the corner. Great finish if he's got it. And we got a scrap in the wire game. We got a scrap going on. How about we focus on scoring tries and knocking players out, shall we? Or just grabbing shirts? How about we focus on that? So let's have a look at this grounding in the corner from Marshall. Mate, these video ref replays recently have been garbage. It's just so laggy. Dives into the corner, both feet in the air. The grounding looks... Oh, I think that's good. I think that's actually good. Marshall's got that, I'm pretty sure. It's going to be 38 for Wigan. And a penalty for Huddersfield. Great. They could go for one. If they get one, they'll put the game to bed, basically. Which they could do. Switching back over to Huddersfield. Just over 6 minutes to go. So yeah, try is given. Conversion to come. We'll wait on that one. Huddersfield are 40 metres out. Golding with a carry through centre field. 6 minutes left in the Huddersfield Warrington game. Wolford in centre field. 30 out. On his right to Rush. Switches back to Rushton. Bumps off Walker. Then wrapped up by Holroyd. And Matteson there to help out as well. The H-side a stinker today. I've not really been able to notice too much, to be honest, Alex. But like Warrington in general not looked great. 5.5 minutes to go. They will go for one. It's charged down. So Huddersfield will get a 6 again. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. As long as we charge it down. Who was it? Was it Dufty? I didn't quite see who charged it. Powell with a carry. We cannot give away a penalty here. If we give away a penalty, that is game over. Straight up. It just is. Wolford left to centre field. On his right to Golding, up towards the 20. Stopped about 17 metres out. 5 minutes ago. They could go for one at any point here. Cudjoe down the left edge. Left to Russell. Cross to Flanagan. Near the left touchline. Cuts back towards the middle. If we can get him stopped near the touchline, that's great. Stops in centre field. They might have to go for one here. We'll see. Wolford across to Cudjoe in centre field. Now with Rushton. Last tackle coming up. Will they go for one or just find the corner? What will they do? Wolford across to Russell. He's just going to go for one. We do touch it. And it's good. There was a touch on it, but that's going to be 17-10. Right then. So, ladies and gentlemen, that right there is the realistic end to Warrington Wolves' playoffs hopes. That is the realistic end. The only way it becomes viable is if Hull FC basically lose a ton of their games they've got to go, which is doable, but Wakefield will now also need to lose to both Huddersfield and Castleford as well. Assuming they lose to Wigan, obviously yes, but Hull KR as well. Yeah, that is the end of Warrington Wolves season. Who should we go with? Huddersfield. Already inside Warrington's half again. Last tackle. Wigan in good territory as well. Last tackle coming up for them. Kick down the back left from Russell. Thulis will go up. Collects it on the 10. I mean, unless Warrington can just chuck the ball around, suddenly find a try and then suddenly get one from nowhere. Who knows? Three minutes to go. In centre field with King. Loses the ball. I didn't even see the kickoff from Sneed. I didn't even know he did that. I didn't even know. What are you doing? Huddersfield might score again here. They might score again. 10 metres out. Goes right to Bibby. Unless the only way that we come back is that we get an interception basically right now and then get the ball back from kickoff, working up the field. But yeah, very unrealistic. Not going to happen. Down the left edge with Wilson. It's going to be stopped just over 10 metres out. Captain's challenge in the other game. Russell, now with Golding. It's going to be stopped a few metres in front of the try line, left of the posts. Out of the back to Cudjoe. Then to Rush. Steps. Still inside the 10. Right at the posts. Now with Cudjoe in centre field. Minute and a half to go. Wilson with the carry. Last tackle. Stopped a few metres short. In between the 6. On the back to Rush. On the last tackle. Switches back to Flanagan. I literally said this before. I literally talked about this exact same play before. Let's just see the replay on this one. Let's just see the replay. If I know it's coming, okay? If I know it's coming, a bloody YouTuber, content creator, if I know that's coming, then you, who get paid tens of thousands, some of you hundreds of thousands a year, to work on this shit, should also know it's coming. Is that fair? Have I just made an incorrect statement? Is that not a fair statement to make? If I know it's coming, then you should know it's coming. Am I chatting shit with that? Am I not well within my rights to make a comment like that? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. $23.10, full time. What an absolute pathetic display. Absolutely pathetic display. That is your season now done. Season now over. Oh my God. Break for field down the left edge. Few to beat. Players cutting across. All the room in the world to run. He's going to be stopped about 25 metres out. Back towards the middle. In centre field. They launch it right. Wigan with room down the right edge. Almost in for another one here. And there's another try for Wigan. .42 with the kick to come. I reckon it's going to be 44. 2 minutes to go in that game. I do need to thank Kieran for the donation at least. I forgot to do that. So, Kieran, thank you for the donation. Do you agree Burgess should go? Trying to not be influenced by just today or just the season. I'm trying to think overall, so I'm not like trying to think overall. Trying to be as objective as possible. I think he should. I'm leaning towards go. I'm leaning towards go. Problem is with that though, Alex, is yes, we did play well in the final, play well in the semi-final, play well in the quarter-final. But to be very clear, the Challenge Cup is just a few random games during the season. So that's the same with us in the league. We've showed up for a few random games in the season. We showed up for a few random games. Fortunately, they just all happen to be in the Challenge Cup. So I don't think the Challenge Cup final appearance for this year gives him a pass. I'm leaning towards no. If we kept him for another year, I'm not like against it. But we've been so inconsistent, so poor, defensively awful. But I think the only other thing that keeps me kind of hopeful for next year is at least the change in forward pack. We've had basically no forward pack. The only time we did was when we started Vaughan, Musgrove and Harrison all together. We actually started competing through the middle against teams. We did lose out on Dufty for a bit. We lost out on Sneed. We lost out on Walker and on Williams. I think for maybe a game or two. We lost out on Ashton. King had stints out. We lost out on Ty. Lost out on Vaughan. Harrison was out. We lost Musgrove. So, based on performance, I'm leaning towards out. Based on circumstances and possibility for team next year, I'm saying in. Because we hopefully wouldn't have as many injuries. No, Dingle, I'm not using it as an excuse. But they do help to explain a lot of issues. It doesn't excuse all the issues, it just explains it. We've had so many injuries. I've literally just listed a bunch of them. I didn't even mention Holroyd. If you have a bunch of injuries, it makes it harder to build combinations and chemistry, connections, communication, everything, defensively and offensively. If you have a bunch of injuries, it's harder to do that. It's full time in both games. But yeah, just think of how many changes we've had to make. Dingle, if you don't get many games together, maybe we've had our best spine available, but they've not played that much together. This spine has had maybe 5 games at most, and that's because I can't remember some. This spine has maybe played 5 games together. That's it. That is ridiculous. We had Walker playing in the halves at one point. We lost out on Hayes as well in pre-season. He would have been our starting 7. We had Leyland. His tackling was garbage at the start of the season. Yeah, Dingle, I'm leaning towards out. I'm not like saying one or the other is the right or wrong decision. I'm leaning towards out, but you've got to keep in mind, first of all, the size of the pack has not allowed us to compete with a lot of teams. We are so small up front, yet he continues to start Yates for some reason. If he wants to put him at 13, so be it. Which means Curry goes into the back row. Or he starts from the bench maybe, use him as a utility in the forwards. But we've got no size. We've got a ridiculous lack of size. And Wood not getting opportunities. Actually, one of the better props that gives us meters. Wake, you had so many injuries as well, but you have a point, Rob. You have some bad injuries. Yeah, but the thing is with Wakefield, they've been able to adjust, which I get that. They have been able to adjust. But I don't know if they've had to change as much as Warrington. That's the thing. I think they've had a lot of injuries, but I think they've been able to produce more like for like, if that makes sense. Some teams can deal with injuries better, but it's not an excuse that we've had a bunch of injuries. It's a reason. If you have injuries, let me get something up. Let me get something up real quick. This is from Leroy Cudjoe when I asked him some questions. This is from Leroy Cudjoe. The injuries we've sustained this year have been the worst I've experienced while at the club. That started from the first day in pre-season. We missed a large chunk of our spine in pre-season. I think the past 3 weeks is the most consistent our team has been, and that's shown in performance. When you're chopping and changing every week, it's hard to build on combinations and detail amongst each other. As a group, with that to focus on the effort areas of the game and defensive side of the game. By doing that, you give yourselves a chance. Leroy Cudjoe is saying that it's hard to build on combinations and detail amongst each other if you're chopping and changing, which we've had to do a lot this year. I already read it, Sam. Well, yeah. Oh, well, at least we beat Saints 3 times this year. Like, I mean, I don't care. I honestly, not like saying it to you like, I don't care what you have to say. That's not what I'm saying. But I don't care about that if we're doing this. That's on Burgess saying the same as he's always said, which is we played good in training, but it didn't go over in the match. Well, I'm going to listen and see what he has to say. Not sure when they're going to show the replay for the other thing as well. Yeah, I'm not saying... Just to be very clear, and can we just stop having this conversation because it's actually boring me at this point. This is the final thing I'll say in it. I'm not saying that all the injuries excuse the poor performances. It doesn't give players an excuse, or Sam Burgess an excuse from criticism. It is just a reason that helps to explain some of the poor performances. That's it. That is it. %68 completion. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. I do need to say thank you to Jonathan for the donation as well. I forgot to say thank you about that one. Sorry about the club of the day, but at least they aren't Catalan, Salford, Castleford. Good potential everywhere. Still, those teams much below. All right. Well, thank you, Jonathan, for that. It is greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. Okay. Melted in the second half, says Burgess. Well, you know, Burgess, he's doing the... I mean, he's saying all the right things as per usual, but it's just not being translated. So a bunch of kids might start getting games. Sam, I'm actually kind of getting a bit bored of you, to be honest. It's actually getting a bit boring. I've already said enough bad stuff about Warrington that they're just not going to work with me anyway. So Hayes might get a chance next week, actually. Nah. To be honest, I think... Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, there we go. Just don't really need him just boring my day anymore, so yeah, I'll just leave that as is. Alright, there we go. Still went on the yellow, I've kind of missed it, so... Alright. So, I will call that a day. Yeah, great stuff. Dead happy about that. Couldn't be happier. The most splendid stuff. Splendid stuff you've ever seen in your life. Donate a £5 if you watch it. I mean, I don't know where I'm supposed to get it. Like, where am I supposed to get it from? I'm trying to look on social media if there's anything. I don't think there is. Nope. All right then. Well, I'm gonna say goodbye. Thanks for stopping by, and yeah, just bored of some people now. Just absolutely bored of some people. It's not even just today. It's like previous stuff as well that just could have been blocked ages ago. But yeah, my day will be a lot more positive. Not the same boring shite every single time. All right. Well, thanks for stopping by, folks. Thank you for stopping by. That's 23-10 for Huddersfield, and it's going to be bloody 44-2 for Wigan. Well, okay. I will maybe do power rankings tonight. I probably should do. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you next weekend. No, definitely not talking about the PNG, folks. Definitely not. See you later. Toodle pip.